Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Please remember our new pattern is on Revival Week. We're at Tuesday night at East Campus, Wednesday night at Main Campus, Thursday night at South Campus. Then we come back to Main and all of our services for a great healing meeting. So we'll be preaching on healing the sick. Bring people that need healing. We'll have a great time praying for the sick tonight and believing God for miracles right in the face of a new generation. Right now, I want us to come back to the book of 2 Kings 24. And if you think I was a little controversial yesterday, hold on to yourself a little bit because I'm going to be worse today. Have you ever wondered, when you want to destroy a nation, when you want to bring a nation to its knees, what do? If you go through the Old Testament, you'll find a repetitive practice of other nations when they wanted to destroy a nation. One place you find it is here in 2 Kings chapter 24. Verse 14, he carried into exile all of Jerusalem, all the officers and fighting men, all the craftsmen and artisans, a total of 10,000. Only the poorest people of the land were left. Nebuchadnezzar wanted to destroy a nation, so what did he do? The ancient equivalent of a brain drain. He took all the military officials, he took all the government officials, he took all the educators, he took all the artisans, he took all the skilled craftsmen, what we would call engineers and architects and builders. He took everybody that could build and develop a nation, and he took them to Babylon to build his city and his nation. Now please forgive me, but sometimes as Pinoys, yes, we are citizens of heaven, yes, please, without a shadow of a doubt. But God also chose to give each of us birth in this land and give us a heart for our own land. And I would challenge you, before we continue to please, and I don't speak against anybody else, but just I want you to think for a minute. Before we continue to build other nations, before we continue to build all the Middle East nations, why can't we build our own? Well, why do the best and brightest get lured by money out of our nation? Why can't we build our own nation? I want to challenge you today. There's a difference between patriotism and nationalism. Nationalism has kind of got a prejudice tint to it. Patriotism wants to build a nation. I would challenge every young new generation, businessman, entrepreneur, educator, craftsman, as the Bible would say, builders, developers. I would challenge you. Stay here in the Philippines. Build our nation. This is a rich nation. It just takes the people to build it with. Let's not continue to propagate the brain drain from our nation. Instead, let's see it reverse and come back to where we become the greatest nation in Asia once again, like we were.